What's poppin' T Squad? It's me, Keisha, and I am here with my Ready to Love Season 4, Episode 6 review. So, on the episode, the ladies meet up with Tommy because it's their week to get rid of one of the guys. So, Tommy tells them that he wants to switch things up, however. He tells them to close their eyes and envision the guy that, like, is basically their number one right now and who they can see themselves being with, but that he does not want them to go out on a date with them this week. He wants them to explore a guy that they wouldn't normally date, which I think is a good idea because, you know, we as people tend to gravitate towards what we're used to and not try to switch things up, especially when it comes to dating. We say that we want different, but we often don't do differently. So Fly ends up going out with Ron, aka Kyrie's daddy. Like, this nigga looks so much like Kyrie's daddy, it ain't funny. I'm gonna show y'all a picture of Kyrie's daddy. So y'all know how Ron look. And this is Kyrie's father. They look just alike, child. They might be Kyrie's uncle, goddammit. That's Kyrie's pappy, child. Here's another picture of his ugly ass. But him and Ron look like they could literally be brothers. But so Flea, whatever you want to call her, she goes out with Kyrie's daddy, like I said. That shit is funny to me. So she says, however, that AJ is her first choice. And I just don't understand why they like this nigga. Like, no. So she tells Kyrie's daddy that according to Chrysanthemum, she didn't know that she was his number one. So he's flustered by this statement. You could tell he was trying to think on his feet. So he says that, you know, I told everybody, so it had to get back to her. What the fuck does that mean? It had to get back to her. You didn't obviously say this to her. So that's why she didn't know that Fly was supposed to be your number one. Like, bullshit. I was like, I call bullshit right there, but her dumb ass fell for the bullshit. So Fly was like, you said she was your usual type, so what puts me ahead? So he's scrambling, thinking on his feet. He was like, we're ahead. With you growth spiritually, it has the ability to take me beyond where I was or could be. And she like, speak a word. And I was like, what did he say? I was confused. Like, what? These dumbass girls. For me, it feels like Flea is in it for the game, to see who wants her for an ego boosting. It's not really about finding love for her. It's about proving that she the baddest bitch amongst the girls. I don't really get a genuine feeling like she really wants to find love. So she, however, thinks that he might be the one that works out for her in the end. I'm like, okay, girl. So Amber, the lawyer, goes out with AJ broke ass, who meets her on a park bench with a fucking juice smoothie. And these hoes like this nigga. Like, girl, I would have been like, I know you ain't got me out here in this cold weather on a park bench for free. Girl, goodbye. You got to look at the optics of things. So she finds him to be very arrogant and wants to see if there's more to him. He asks her who she's liking right now. And she was like, you know, Kyrie's daddy and Chris are my tops. So he asked, you know, well, why haven't we ever talked? And she was like, you know, because you came across very arrogant. And it seems like you're used to women chasing you. Like, you don't put forth the effort to really put yourself out there for a woman. So he tells her that he's going to step up. But she ain't really feeling him at this point. And I was like, she am about the only one that got a little bit taste of sense when it come to this broke ass nigga. So Chrysanthemum goes out on a date with the male Chris. And Chrysanthemum says that she needs a backup since she ain't Kyrie's daddy number one. For me, it seems like she too isn't in it for a genuine connection. I feel like she had more of a connection with old girl that was her freaking frat that got eliminated more so than this. Because what you mean, like, you need a backup plan. Like, if that's who you want, go after it. If it don't succeed, okay, dust yourself off and try again. So she tells Chris that she lived in Italy till she was 6 years old, and that her mother basically just wanted to have a baby by an Italian man, and she didn't know her father up until recently, but they have a great relationship now. And she also says that her mother wasn't affectionate, and that's why she isn't. And I was like, that explains a lot, because she comes across very cold. And he reads her and was like, I feel like you're like 70% interested in me, but the other 30% is like, And she agrees that, it really ain't there between them. And for Chris, Amber is still his number one. And I like him and Amber together. Do I think they might be able to do the long haul? No, but I think they could date for a minute. So Amber goes out on a date with Joel, aka Full House. And he asks permission to kiss her on the jaw. And I was like, okay, you ain't want to be like that paraplegic fake face ass nigga that got booted off. So she was like, yeah, you can kiss me on my cheek. She was like, depending on how the date goes, I might give you a kiss on the cheek at the end of the date. And I was very shocked by their chemistry. Like, they had really strong, like, sexual chemistry between them two. It's something very sexual about Full House. Like, I fuck with him. I don't know if I could be with him, but I fuck with him. So he asked her she asked him, does he want to ever be married again? He was like, for sure. So then he asked her how she feels about dating someone that's older than her and that has children. And she says that she would never want to replace their mom, but that she loves kids. And he actually likes that. And he tells her that he doesn't normally date women in their 30s, but that his wife was 6 years younger than him. So he's really vibing with Amber. At the end of their date, she then gives him a kiss on the cheek, but then instantly feels bad because of Chris and that he's her number one. So it looks like Vernisha got a little bit of competition going on here. Between Vernisha and Amber, who do I see working out with Full House more? Ooh, they're both very strong women. I think I'm still leaning to, I can see him honestly working with both of them. I think it could work with both. I really do. I really do. Leaning a little bit more still towards Vernisha, but I don't know. So Liz goes out on a date with Shark Tales, which I don't understand why any of the women like him either, because he is just not attractive and those teeth are hazardous. So, and then that nigga didn't even like her until he saw her at the masquerade party with her titties out. Like, boy, bye. Like, you weren't even tripping off her. So David is still, however, her number one. I don't know if you guys know, but David's ex-wife, his second ex-wife, has been speaking out. I listened to the audio. She really wasn't saying a bunch, but she did make mention that it was an incident between him and his children, or her children, or something. She witnessed an incident between him and his children that really upset her, and that was the last straw for her to leave. She didn't say what it was. She didn't say if he was physically abusing them or something, but she said that was the last straw, and that's why she left him. You have to find it on YouTube and listen to it for yourself. But for me, she didn't really say really that much. I don't know. So, she asks him how he feels about sex before marriage, and he says it would be a struggle, especially, with her body. And once again, it's all about the physical with him. But he says, but he would do it. I don't like him at all. Don't like him. He only likes her for her shape and her body. Like, boy, bye. They, however, vibe together, child, and he ended up kissing her on the Ferris wheel or whatever, and she allows it. And I was like, ugh. I was like, I'm surprised she didn't come up with her lip busted. Kissing that nigga. So Kyra goes out on a date with AJ, who saved all of his allowance money to take her out on a really nice date. That's why he couldn't take Amber out on a date. He had to just buy her a smoothie because he was saving up all his money to take Kyra out. So Shark Tales is still her number one, but AJ takes her to an upscale restaurant and she's very impressed. He opens the door for her, has her a bouquet of flowers, and they play Never Have I Ever. And he says that his part in relationships not working is because it's hard for him to trust things that people say. He's a very untrusting person, and she feels like her communication with him is very stifling and conveys that. And so he admits that his last relationship ended because of lack of communication, and then he decides to open up to her about his childhood, and she tells him, he's in her top 3. And after they spoke and he opened up a little bit more, she ended up really feeling him. And I was like, am I the only one here with eyes that can see? Like, I don't get a genuine vibe from AJ. Like, he is trying to rendezvous and smooth with everybody. Like, I don't get that genuine vibe from him. And I'm like, girl, he took you out on one day and now you about ready to risk your life for this nigga. Like, let's see if he can afford 3 more dates before you get to falling for the okie doke. Like, what the fuck? So uh Vernisha goes out on a date with Diedrich, but feels like he doesn't open up a lot. He likes her and tells her that she's been on his mind, and she tells him that she wants a man that can lead her. He tells her that she makes him nervous, which she does not like because she wants a confident man. And he's sitting there literally like a little kid that's about to get a whooping or something. It was very weird. Like, I just don't see it for him. Like, the vibe was just not there and she was not feeling him. So the ladies meet with Tommy and Liz come in looking like she going to the Stella Awards or the Dove Awards. I was not feeling her televangelist top girl fly far away. So Fly says that she feels like she and Kyrie's daddy really are a vibe, honey, and that, you know, he is in her top. And Chrysanthemum, however, ain't phased by it at all because she like, bitch, I'm still in this game. So Amber says that her date with Full House was good and that they kissed. And Vernisha, you know, is feeling some type of way because, you know, they've never kissed and she felt like he totally disregarded her. And I feel like this is where the conflict between them is about to begin. So Kyra says that her date with AJ was the most romantic date that she's ever been on. And I was like, you know what? All right, girl. So she says that him and Shark Tales are her tops. Leah says that Shark Tales kissed her and that she liked it. And Kyra is feeling some type of way about that, but is ready to compete. And I was like, I hope y'all ain't about to fight over this naggle tooth ass. Oh, girl, whatever. So Venetia then tells Tommy that she ain't feeling Diedrich, and some of the other ladies agree. Chrysanthemum says she ain't feeling Chris, and some of the ladies aren't either, including Kyra. Amber feels like AJ is playing a game and being charming to get what he wants at the moment, and I agree. And Kyra was like, hold on now. And Amber was like, I'll let y'all slide with the shade about Chris, like, simmer down, bitch. So some of the ladies also put AJ in the bottom, and Kyra now feeling like she even said that she was so overprotective of him now. And I'm like, girl, you fall for anything. So Kyra goes out on a date with Diedrich. Fly meets up with AJ. She mentions not hearing from him and wonders is he interested, and then he grabs her and sits her on his lap and she all flustered. I'm like, he pulled the same shit with every woman. He tries this old charming flirtatious shit and they all fall for it, and the nigga ain't that cute to me. Like, I don't see it for him at all. Like, ew. So she get all flustered and can't even remember why the fuck she there. And she tells him that, you know, he was on a lady's bottom. Kyra tells Diedrich the same thing. Fly then tells AJ that he comes across like a playboy. And then Kyra tells Diedrich that he is not ready to love. He says in his confessional that, you know, he's going to take some time and sit back and think about the whole process because he learned a lot. And I was like, that was a good answer. I'm very appreciative of that. Fly tells AJ that he gotta get himself together, especially when it come to her. And he get to wiping his eyes like he was crying and shit, talking about he ain't ready to go home. I'm like, girl, the fuck bye. Like, please eliminate this nigga sooner than later. So yeah, that was my review on Ready to Love. I give the episode overall a B plus. It was good. It was a good episode. I can't wait to see how everything's gonna wrap up with the season. Right now, I really want Full House and either Vernisha and Amber to end up together, or Amber to end up with Chris. But I just see Chris getting friend zoned for some reason. He just don't give out that vibe to me. I like David, but it's something weird about that nigga. But I still feel like maybe him and Liz would be perfect with each other. Who knows? But Shark Tales gotta go. Kyrie's daddy gotta go. Chrysanthemum gotta go. Fly gotta go. AJ gotta go. Not feeling none of their asses. Let me know what y'all thought about tonight's episode or this past Friday's episode. Make sure to thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell button. I love you guys, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.